Hey everybody, this is Perch, and here's a relatively short viewer mail. But this person is talking Star Wars talk, so I guess there's Star Wars comics for sure. But let's see what this mail says. It says, "Hey Perch, so now Obi Wan is gay. Is this the start of all the Star Wars characters also being revealed as gay? I would like to get your take on this." That's the mail. I my take on what? They're all gay. Um, so I hadn't heard. I had not heard that Obi Wan was gay. So I did some digging through the Obi Wan Kenobi into Google because I'm assuming if he's gay now, this is big news. So could click on the little news tab, and it wasn't the top story that came up, but it was in there. It was the third or fourth. Came Obi Wan is Obi Wan bisexual? Okay, so that's the story. Is he bisexual? And there's not a lot of there's not a lot of articles on this, and most of the articles on this are sites like Bounding into Comics and places places where they're more, I would say, keyed into the culture war. So what is the exact what are the facts, sir? So the facts are there. No, this wasn't tied to the Disney Plus show. There was a YA book that was released called Star Wars Padawan. And in it, young Obi Wan is basically hanging out. This book is written by Kirsten White, who did she did the Paranormalcy series, and Obi Wan is he's a rebellious teenager. He's all pissed off. I didn't read this book, to be clear. I'm I looked at enough articles so I could get the plot in the text. So just actually, I feel like I got to put that out there because no, I'm not running around reading YA Star Wars books. Anyway, so Obi Wan's like a pissed off teenager, and he's the old Qui Gon's like, you got to stare at the rock for 5 hours, which in fairness is like that is the every training story we've ever seen from every Star Wars film or book. Like the senior master is like, I got to take your time, work on lifting the tiny rock off the bigger rock, and then one day you can contemplate how grass grows, and then the younger one's like, I don't need any of that. I'm ready to go cut stuff open with my bitchin' lightsaber. And the old master's like, oh, you could do that if you want. Smirk. And so the young Padawan proceeds to like run out there and like chop off his leg, and is like, see, is what happens, you dumb asshole. You got to work on the rock. That's I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but seriously, that was Luke's journey. That was Kylo's journey. That was apparently Obi-Wan's journey. That was Anakin's journey. Like every character that comes through, they run the exact same, like, pissed off teen, won't respect his elder or her elder or whatever. Whatever. Even like they're like the Obi-Wan series has young Princess Leia. What does she do? She's like, screw you, parents. I'm going to run around the forest. Like, I don't know. I'm not saying, teenagers don't rebel or whatever, but I mean, a new plot. Fine, will you? Sorry. Anyway, so in this, Obi-Wan is like hanging out with a bunch of people, and one of the male teens on the planet, one of the other kind of people hanging around, flirts with Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan's like, nah, I'm not interested. But then Obi-Wan's like, he briefly contemplates his sexuality, which is not really true. What he briefly does is wonder if he would kiss any of the teens on the planet. Basically, would I ever have a romance with anyone on the planet? Would I kiss any of these people? Or would I kiss all of them? That's the language. Would I kiss one? Would I kiss everyone? Would I kiss the green lizard creature over here? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. What might I be into? And then Obi-Wan goes, yeah, no, I wouldn't be kissing anybody because I'm focused on my Jedi, and that's the scene. And that's it. So from this, it is canon. It's absolute canon that Obi-Wan is gay as long. That's now what Obi-Wan is. He is super gay from this paragraph inside of a YA book. So here's what I see has happened a little bit with a lot of these. Now this character is revealed as bisexual, asexual, trans. Well, transsexual is a bigger deal, but of a lot of these, we're calling them gay, lesbian, bi-curious, bi-adjacent, parasexual, xenosexual, whatever these happen to be. Once upon a time, to kind of get this label, the character had to kind of state and live that life. Today, because the both ends of the media are so horny to get involved in this debate that anything goes on. It's like, hey, did you see Terminator? Did you see Terminator 2? When John Connor, he's getting saved, and Arnold's like, come with me if you want to live. And then did you see how John Connor took his hand and held it? Holding hands. He's gay now. It was in the movie. It was in the movie. He touched another man. He's gay. And this, it's the same kind of thing. I've done it before. It's Kurt Cobain wore a dress in one of the videos. Polly, I think. I don't recall, but one of the videos he wore a dress. And then when they would perform, particularly this song, because once upon a time, kids, they used to have music videos, and then sometimes the music videos they would dress up and do stuff in the music videos, and then when the band would go on tour, they would take elements of the popular music video, and then they would between songs they would go and they'd change, and they would dress up in the outfit like this one time Axl Rose, he had this outfit in November Rain. It's kind of a weird rock tux sort of. And then when they went out, while Slash is busy, earning his check, playing the solo, Axl would slip backstage and put on the same shirt that he had in the video, and then the crowd would be like, "Oh my God, he's wearing what was in the video. I remember that video." Believe me or not, people are stupid. So anyway, Kurt Cobain puts on a dress, and this, people on Twitter, notably Mags, is like, well, he's trans. He's had a dress on. He's trans. He had the dress on that one time. He is trans for sure. And this is the madness of the last 5 years or so, where any vague whatever is definitive proof of somebody's sexuality. Not did they actually carry through, did they live, did any of that. And if you applied this standard back in time, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, if you applied that standard, everyone in Hollywood would be bisexual, asexual, pansexual. They would invented 50 new alphabet letters in order to cover all of the different random sexuality. This person is into people who are not their gender, but only in sunlight, and then at night come on. This is the craziness. So this Obi Wan story, some random author in a YA book that, Disney says all this stuff is canon, but who the hell knows anymore? Let's be honest with ourselves in Star Wars in general, and hell, Marvel, DC, anything. Canon is whatever the writer feels is convenient at that particular moment. And if there's a story that happened before, there's a strong chance the writer, editor, whoever it was, did not read it, doesn't even know it exists. You want a good comedy about a year after Iceman came out, and you can look up so you'll know who I'm talking about. I'm having dinner with the editor, or drinks/dinner, mostly drinks, of the editor of that book down in San Diego, or was it New York? It was San Diego. Because I remember the cool little bar across the street from, anyway. And I'm like, how does this square with, Iceman's relationship with Opal? And the answer, who? It's like back in the Louise Simonson, the X Factor run, and, Opal, the girl he fought ninjas for, sort of. And they're like, I haven't worked my way through all those. I haven't a chance to go back and read all those. It seems like a pretty important canon bit of data that you needed to read. So, but anyway, canon doesn't mean anything. Bluntly, it should. It means something to the readers who want a consistent story, but a lot of people are making this stuff means nothing. I guess it's by way of, and there will be some jackass in the comments who's definitely going to be like, oh, there's Perch again saying it's no big deal that all Disney's characters are turning super gay, and then No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that, you've got to approach this with the same level of seriousness and respect that the people who produced it are approaching it as, which is almost zero. This little comment in a book, first of all, it's vague as all hell. And if you, person listening to this, as a teen, was I don't know, you're noticing girls for the first time, and you're like, oh, am I into girls? I don't know. It's more fun hanging out with guys because they're more fun. Oh no, am I gay? I don't know. I don't want to kiss the guys, but more fun hanging out with the guys. I hang out with the girls that they're just wanting to put on perfume, and makeup, and stuff, and I'm not into that. So I'm not sure what's going on. You're gay now for having that thought. No, of course not. Of course not. This is silly. Again, the old standard used to be, and I think it was a good standard, does the person actually have thoughts, then act on it, and then live that lifestyle? Okay, then sure. But if you're running around, parading, saying we've got one, we've got another one, we've got Obi Wan now. Obi Wan he's canonically bi. Okay, number one, that canon doesn't mean shit. Number two, this is a vague thought in a YA book that has zero further implications or even remote. I mean, people are saying, yeah, well, in another book, he had a sort of relationship with another character, but he wasn't into it. He was kind of a loner. So he's clearly asexual. It's like, what are you talking about? Stop. So, no, I don't think it's a big deal. By the way, I think we're trapped in this game, though, where, these vague nonsense things happen. Some moron on Twitter is like, see, he's one of ours. We've claimed him. He's ours now. He's ours. Now I'm going to do a little fan art of him with a lightsaber, but now the lightsaber lights up in pride colors. Because that's what happens. Second, you have any vague thought that could remotely be, basically, if you want to be straight, all you can do all day long is run around and think about screwing women. That's the only thing. If you're a guy, that's the only thing you can do. You can do nothing else. If you can be like, hey, that guy's a nice haircut. I wonder where he got his haircut. Oh, gay now. Okay, of course not. Nobody normal thinks this way. But, you got to give him a pride lights. It's all stupid. But anyway, so this comes out. Somebody goes, we claimed him. He's ours. And then, then the opposite end immediately starts blasting articles. Okay, woke Disney, more gay. Here it is. And so then you get you get this, and this delights the group of people who are posting this dumb nonsense about we claimed people. They love it. They love this whole debate. They love the fact that they get somebody to write an article going, look at the woke Disney woke. They're like, ha ha ha, look what I've done. And this cycle continues forever. I don't know. Wake me up when Obi Wan actually, is in a relationship kissing another dude. Then they're like, yeah, okay. The signs were all there. We could all say that. That one YA book where he's like, would I kiss anybody? I don't know. It's like, oh, that's clearly a sign. We all ignored the signs. And now here we are, running around with a pride lightsaber. I got nothing. What do I think? I think it's stupid. I think all this is stupid. I don't think he's bisexual. I don't necessarily care too much if he is. I'm not going to be sharing a Padawan tent with Obi Wan anytime soon. So I'm not sure it matters to me terribly. But I mean, maybe if everybody cares less about this, then we could just actually enjoy these stories and, well, not this story. This story sounds terrible, but that would be my suggestion. I don't know. I got nothing. Thanks for listening.